You're this perp back with another video, and I just got done watching Love, Death, and Robots Season 3. Now, this has 9 episodes in total. Episode length varies depending on what you watch. Is this better than Season 2? Is this their best season thus far? You're just going to have to wait until the end of this review to find out. But I'm going to break this down differently. Instead of going episode by episode, I want to kind of break this down by like the episodes that I liked the most down to the ones that I liked the least. So I'm going to have a list up right now where you can see this is where I would rank all, these 9 episodes. And so with that being said, let's get right into it. Starting off with the first episode, 3 Robots, the end of strategies, or just call them 3 Robots. I was able to see this on Monday because I thought they were going to have a screener and show all 9 episodes, but we ended up just seeing this first episode. Well, I got to see this first episode, and I really liked it. You know, you have these 3 robots. It definitely has some humor to it. I don't know exactly each robot's name. You can call them like Robot 1, 2, and 3. You know, they're just kind of going through Earth and just seeing what happened with humanity. And it's really interesting because they go from like seeing these doomsday preppers to like how else would they survive, and some of the rest of humanity went to Mars and stuff like that. So that was a really good start, a really strong start for the episode. Then we get into episode 2 with Bad Traveling. Now this was interesting because this is called Love, Death, and Robots, and I guess you could make the claim that this crab monster that ends up popping up in this episode is somewhat robotic, or if that's what they're trying to say, because he kind of... Anyways, you know, this is kind of like a Pirates of the Caribbean type of vibe I was getting from this episode. It became an episode about like loyalty and also betrayal and survival. That's the biggest theme of this overall season, what I gather from a lot of these different stories. It's about survival. It's about, you know, the end of doomsday. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that was shown or on display throughout this whole entire season. So I really liked Bad Traveling. I like the animation style. It's that 3D, really gritty, and that's why this is the type of 3D that I like. I like that photorealistic or just close enough. Like, I don't like that cheap 3D type of shit, like that stuff. Like, I'm not a fan of, but in this, it was really dope. Then we get in episode 4, before we get to episode 3. Episode 4 was probably like the shortest one, but I thought it was really dope how they did this. It almost felt like one of those top-down type of video games, and it's literally chaos. Like, something happens at this graveyard that starts this whole entire zombie apocalypse. It happened so fast, and it was really creative, and I liked how they had characters using like chipmunk voices. Like, everything went by pretty fast. I think the whole episode was like 6 minutes, but I thought it was really unique and creative how they did it. Like, you have to watch it for yourself. Then we get to the very Pulse of the Machine, which this was more of like a psychological, like, messing with your mind. You know, you have 2 characters, they're astronauts. They kind of get stuck out on this planet, and one of them has to, you know, survive until they can't no more. And it almost reminds me of The Mist. You know, if you've ever watched The Mist and you've seen the ending, it's very much like that. It's very reminiscent of that. A lot of these episodes kind of end open-ended. Some people might like that, some people might not. You know, it definitely was kind of irritating with some episodes, some of the later episodes that we get. But then we get to The Swarm, which I really enjoyed. That's another episode that kind of leaves it open-ended, and it was like another another story about survival, humanity, how we're gonna save our race. And I like that we had 2 black leads in this. That was really dope. So you get a little bit of black love in this. I'm curious to see who actually like directed and was a part of that episode. I'll probably look up that on my own time. So then we get into the lower half where we get Mason's Rats, which that just one scene put it up pretty high for me, but it didn't crack the top 5. But it's pretty much this guy Mason has like a rat problem, but these rats, they're not no normal rats. Like these rats are, warriors in a sense. So every time he has to get some type of technology to exterminate them, the rats are able to adapt, even though a lot of the rats end up dying. And I just like the whole, the whole flip and the ending. It was a pretty interesting ending. I enjoyed it for the most part. It was really cool. It kind of brought you back to that like kind of Dishonored type of art style that you saw like in the first season. Next we got In the Vaulted Halls of Entombed. It's a really weird title. Probably butchered that. But this was kind of cool. This is the 3D I kind of really like, the 3D animation that's photorealistic. Literally the description is Modern Warfare meets Elder Gods. It takes cues from like Lovecraft, because when you get to the end, there's like this Cthulhu type of creature down there. That was really cool. Nothing too major with the story. Like I said, you don't really care about none of the characters. Like things just happen so quickly. I will say this, like the first half, I feel like of this season, those episodes were paced better. You do have episodes in here that are longer than others. Kill Team Kill, that was another one that was just, you had another like kind of military group looking for something, but then they stumble upon like this cybernetic honey badger, which was awesome, by the way. I thought that was really cool. It was really brutal and very bright and vibrant in colors. So now we get to the last episode. This was definitely like the weakest one, even though at times it looked really cool. I could see what they were trying to do. It was another one of those 3D photorealistic type of stories, type of animation. You have this like Death Knight going against the Siren, which was really cool. I just think it was just doing too much. It was just, sometimes the camera was moving all over the place, but when it would slow it down and just actually take its time to show you what's going on, it looks really dope. And that's why this is the weakest one for me. It had a lot of potential, but I didn't really like it. But let me know how you guys feel about season 3. What are some of your favorite episodes? You can give me your like top 5 or top 3 or whatever. Or what is your least favorite? Is this your favorite season of Love, Death, and Robots so far? I think out of all the different seasons, I think this is the one I found liking more stories compared to season 2, even though I think season 2 was pretty strong. Overall, like I said, I had a fun time watching this. There's a lot of interesting creative animation styles and just tricks that they kind of do with each individual episode. I want to see more anthology series like this. Like we have Star Wars Visions out there that, you have all these different studios making different types of Star Wars stories. I wish Marvel would do something like this with What If. I just think there's a lot of creative things you could do and it kind of expand the brand. But like I said, I want to see more anthologies like this that kind of just let creators do what they want to do and bring whatever type of style that they want to bring out. Because there were some really interesting things that I could see potentially being the future of animation. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's all I have to say. I really enjoyed season 3. Definitely had some weak moments, but overall enjoyed it. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.